How's it
And
going,
what's
guys?
up to everyone? Good, man. I'm Joe Doyle, so I'm your host of Beyond the Woodline, and I've got my lovely, talented, and graceful host, Shannon Rogers. How you doing, Shannon?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good. What you been up to?
Glad that that episode on Discovery Plus finally aired, so I can move past it. I've been bombarded with because they showed my car magnetic on my car,
Oh, okay.
and so I've been getting text messages, phone calls on my business, on my website. I've been getting emails. I've been getting all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, because they okay. So what happened in the house was not demonic energy, and I never claimed that, but they said when Shannon seen the demon. So I have a lot of people messaging me right now wanting help because they think they're having a demon attached to them. And I'm like, you don't. But, and I'm trying to get to people as quick as I can. But, yeah, it was a fun thing to do, and I'm excited to have the opportunity. So moving on from that, and what's the next adventure,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was really weird. They changed a couple things, and I was like, what?
Yeah, you're not the first person to say something like that. I mean, I guess they're gonna do what they got to do to get ratings. And
Yeah, Zach
I mean,
Bagans
so
owns the
right, yeah,
companies.
you can't really blame them too much. I guess they're gonna do what they got to do, and
Yeah.
people are gonna watch. And apparently, it worked. So you're getting.
You watched it, Joe?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I don't have
Don't even
it
talk
yet.
to me right now.
Huh?
Don't even talk to me right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
Enough of that.
I know you kidding. But yeah. So we have today with us Brady Goble. I almost called you Chase. Where the hell did I get Chase from? I don't know, but I almost called you Chase. But it's Brady Goble. How you doing?
How's it going, man?
Good. You're up in where? What part of the country?
I'm up in northern Minnesota. I'm 3 hours north of the cities.
Okay, cool, man. How's your weather over there?
It is actually freezing. It's 45 degrees right now.
We're our asses off down here, man. And
I'm
mosquitoes are
jealous.
still out.
Oh, I'll trade you.
You don't want these damn mosquitoes, man. They're terrible.
They are.
Yeah, I'm just sharing my stuff out here. Okay, cool. So, Brady, you are chasing paranormal, not part of it. You are chasing paranormal.
Yeah, my wife and I, my wife Lexi and I are the only two that do this.
Okay. What got you to decided that that's what you wanted to do? That you wanted to get involved in the paranormal, and you can start off actually by telling us how you got that name too. I think that's a pretty cool story.
Well, yeah, we've always just, our connection has been the paranormal ever since we've been together. We've been together right now. It's going on almost 13 years we've been together, married for 7. And it just, we've always had that connection with the paranormal. We took a honeymoon in Charleston, South Carolina. We went up there to go just for the goal of going to ghost tour at the old jail in Charleston. And we've always loved adventure, everything about pirates. And so we kind of just wanted to bring it all into one. She's great at photography. I love videography. So we're just going to combine it all with the editing skills and just release to everybody and show us, take you all on an adventure. So,
yeah, y'all both like metal. So
what's that?
Pretty good. Y'all both like metal. Yeah, that's pretty good. So tell us how you got the name Chasing Paranormal.
How we got the name? Lexi actually came up with it because we're just always chasing it, man. Everywhere we go, we're finding old cemeteries. And it's not in the intent just to find the spirits, just the history. Right. We love. Yeah, the paranormal is much more than the ghost aspect. We love Bigfoot, we love aliens, we love any type of myth out there. We just get a kick out of it, man, and we just want to bring everybody with us when we do this.
And so, how long have you been interested in the paranormal?
My whole life, actually. My parents got me into it at like 10 years old. We watched Ghost Hunters, like right when it went on TV. I mean, I watched it right off the bat growing up, and I just loved it. I loved it from the get-go. I really did, and just it drew me to this. It's what we're doing now, and we're loving it. It's the best thing we've ever done. We're having just the connections have been awesome. Everybody's been so welcoming. So,
what was your first encounter or validation that there was something out there?
Lexi has had a lot more experiences throughout her life than I have. I'm kind of more of the I wouldn't even say skeptic, but I'm kind of more of the prove me wrong guy. You know what I mean? I love it all. I'm intrigued by it. And this episode that we just filmed, it was the first time I've ever had a real experience. I didn't see, I can say straight up, I didn't see anything, but when we release it, man, it's touching. It's awesome. It really is. And we caught so much, and it just validates it, man. You know?
Right.
Yeah, it's just me and my wife doing this. So everything we caught's 100% genuine. So
Right.
it's awesome.
That makes it easier. No, that makes it easier, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
how you want to do it. No, like,
yeah, exactly. I mean, we're just working together on this, and you know, I kind of edit it up. She'll come in and she'll tell me what she likes and what she does. She's kind of the brains of it all. She researches into everything. She's I just love her to death. She's awesome. And yeah, so she researches the locations, figures it all out. She found Big Winnie that we did our debut episode at, and yeah, she found all the history on that, got the connections, and we went there to film this, and it was just absolutely incredible. So really cool.
Do you guys have a YouTube channel or anything?
Yeah, we just made one. I mean, we haven't had a lot of video content coming out yet.
Right.
It's been kind of, we kind of just been, you know, cryptically dropping posters and videos, creepy videos, just saying this fall, blah, blah, blah. But it's kind of hyped people up, man. We've had a really good following, I feel. And, you know, and it's, I don't know, it's been, we keep our mouth shut and everything because we just are enjoying what we're doing. We're meeting all the right people and we're having a blast, man. I mean, everybody's been awesome. So I don't know. It's been an awesome year for real.
Yeah, that's good. You know, I think as long as you surround yourself with the right people, you'll always be happy.
Absolutely, man.
So, what places have you investigated that you personally enjoyed?
What I personally enjoyed about investigating there?
No, what places have you checked out?
But what place have I checked out? I have checked out. You mean like in Minnesota when we've been filming?
Or yeah, anywhere.
Anywhere. Oh no, yeah. I mean, the only place we filmed at is Winnie's to start. But we'll be going to Enger Tower in Duluth. I have also, I mean, me myself personally, I've been out to like Fort Sumter in Charleston, South Carolina. I've got to go out there before, and that was incredible. The first shots of the Civil War there. That was really cool to see. And yeah.
And we got a lot of people commenting.
I love to hear what groups enjoy the most.
I love Beth. That's my girl.
Yeah.
Sorry, would you say you are more interested in personal experiences or putting evidence out?
A little of both. I mean, like I said, everything when we're going there, I'm not going to fake you guys out at all. If we go to a place like Enger Tower, to just bring this up to you guys, this is the next filming location we're going to. It's in Duluth, Minnesota, and this tower, it's 80 feet tall. So in 1939, this place came around, and there was a rumor that a guy actually committed suicide off the 5th floor here. I mean, they've never identified the guy. We don't know if people. I've dropped the story that we're going there. People are like, wait, somebody committed suicide there. People just don't know. Some have heard, some haven't. So we're going to go there and investigate it and see if there is paranormal activity there, but we're also going to tell the historic history of it as well. So it's not just about the paranormal, you know. We're not trying just to prove that everything that we show is going to be straight, genuine evidence because I'm not going to edit it on you. I mean, it's going to be straight from my wife and I. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. We have nobody that we're like signed to, and yeah, so it's just us. So
what point were you like, I want to get into the paranormal? What drove you to the paranormal?
Like, I'd probably say I did music for quite a while, and I just was kind of done. You know, I didn't feel like that was my drive anymore. And Lexi and I just couldn't find it, and we just wanted to adventure. I mean, that was all it was about. And then she literally just came up with just, you know, let's start a group and start, you know, not even just a group, just take the cameras out with us. That's what she said. Let's just take the cameras out and just document it. You know what I mean? And the idea originally was going to be a podcast. It was just going to be what you guys are doing. And in a great way, I love podcasts, man. I absolutely love them. And then it was like, you know, we're going to investigate and everything. And she's so good at imagery, man. And like, I compliment her enough on that. And it's, I can't wait to release what she's done and what we put together. I mean, it's just, that's what's really brought it all together, is just art, history, and our love for the paranormal. That's what kind of pulled us in, you know? I've always been artistic in a way, but not with music anymore per se. So.
Yeah, Susie told me.
Did you feel like it was a phase that like you just transition? It's like a transition, and you find like a new passion. Because I know you had to been very passionate, or you wouldn't have been into like metal and all the music. And then when you find something else,
absolutely.
And you're pulled like it's just a magnetic pull going. This is what I'm doing now, and I like that. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, and like I was in multiple bands across the state of Minnesota, and like, I mean, I never got out much further than that, but you know, that's like going back to the question you asked, just to answer it more, is, you know, we just kind of lost that connection, my wife and I, because she did everything behind the scenes with me with that. She made the merch, she did the scrim, she does like the band banners that we hung and everything. Like, she was working hard on it with me and my bandmates and everything. And yeah, so we just kind of got drained of it, you know, and me and her have always worked together, and we've loved the paranormal. And it's like, you know, why not? It's not even about going for fame or anything. It's going just to bring people to locations they've never seen. So that's all. That's what it's about. So,
what would be a bucket list location for you?
A bucket list location for me, huh? I would actually. This is pretty, I don't know, generic, but I don't know. Bobby Mackey's, man. I want to go there. I really do. Like, you know, that was one of the first episodes that really pulled me in harder when I saw that episode of another show. And yeah, man, I just love that location. I really do. That's just a bucket list kicker for me for sure. That, or else I'd love to go on like a ship, you know, like the Salem, USS Salem. It'd be really cool.
Yeah. Have you ever like been scared or freaked out anywhere that you've gone to?
Yeah. I'm easily frightened. Like, not scream. I just, you know, get goosebumps, and I know something's not right. I'm not gonna like scream or anything. My wife's a lot stronger than I am about it. Yeah, she said, like I said, she's had more experiences than I have, you know. And since we're talking open like that, I've had a few more footsteps, but she's seen more with her eyes than I really have to actually validate for myself, you know.
It's cool because y'all are doing this journey and doing it together and learning different things and how to investigate, and you know, and I highly recommend. My favorite locations are brothels. If you want some interactive activity, oh my goodness, like Old Park Hotel in West Texas and Ballinger, or the Dumas Brothel up in Butte, Montana. You're going to get entertained because they're entertainers, so I highly recommend them.
Awesome. That's a good suggestion.
It sounds weird, but it's not.
No, that's not weird. I love it.
Activity where they're, you know, they were entertainers in life. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
You never know if your butt's gonna get grabbed. You know, you got they're really interactive.
Yeah, that's why Shannon likes.
No, I just love the level of activity that you get. It's like you're never disappointed. And you know. My son keeps talking.
That's an awesome suggestion. Oh, hi, Lexi.
Brothels rock.
You see, yeah, that's been to Old Park with me a couple times. Love the place.
Yeah, Gettysburg would be a trip, wouldn't it? I love Civil War. Like, that's one of my favorite topics. So I'd love to go to a like that for sure.
So what do you have there in your part of the country, up there in Minnesota? What's there?
Up in Minnesota, we have close to us, is the closest to us, like the biggest metropolis would be Duluth. So we have no Pemming Sanatorium there. But that right now is down because of black mold, as last that I've known. So we haven't been able to get into the doors of that one, unlike anybody else. I think there is the William ship here, the William Irvin ship in Duluth that's parked there that you can get on. I don't know. Iowa has a lot of really good locations. Iowa has a lot of really good locations. Edinburgh Manor, just to name, not to go overboard on locations, but yeah, Edinburgh Manor is another awesome spot that people know of in this area. So.
I want to go there for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Palmer House as well. Yeah, I forgot to name that one. That one's only a few hours from us as well.
What was the name of the other one you said?
The Palmer House?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
That is I think Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters have filmed there. It's a old hotel that burned down in the, I think, mid 1900s or early 1900s. Yeah, it's a documented place in Minnesota. That's probably the most to probably say that's probably the most historic one that we have in the state that's known right now, for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So,
what type of equipment do y'all typically use when you go on investigations? What's your go-to devices? Or
what was that? Sorry, I cut out.
That's okay. What are you like when you investigate? What are your like go-to devices? Do you like to use like a REM pod or an SOS or a
SB7? All the way.
SB. Thank you.
Oh,
the original.
You want to know something? I will say this openly without people can say whatever. There's 15 minutes straight of something that we have coming up that, is with pure SB7 and it verifies absolutely everything that we're going to be releasing just with the SB7 alone. That made it my favorite piece of equipment. So like what you see, this thing is real to life. I believe in SB7 that I will back that till the end. So that's my personal favorite. Or else I have a Zoom H1N recorder that I really like to use as well. So.
Yeah, we use a lot of Zoom recorders when we go out for Bigfoot.
Yes, we're by the Bigfoot capital here too in Reamer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that or
Man, yeah, we'll go out in the woods and we'll go, I'm not an expert on it by any means. I've talked to some guys around here online around the area that actually know their stuff on it. And yeah, we actually have like the Bigfoot, what do they have? The Bigfoot, there's some festival they put on in Grand Rapids here and they have Bigfoot days and they had Finding Bigfoot came out here and did an episode as well. So yeah, Bigfoot sightings. If you're a thing in Bigfoot, they're big out here. So.
I want to go, but Joe, he promises on taking me.
You guys believe in Bigfoot? Do you guys believe in Bigfoot?
Yeah, that's what I primarily do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's the Bigfoot guy. He's promising to take me out, but he hasn't done it yet.
I go out all the time, so she never comes down. So.
Yeah, Lexi got me into the Bigfoot stuff. She's more into that.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in aliens until like a year ago, so that's another one that I have to get in. Yeah, I didn't believe in them. I'll be completely open.
Why not?
Like I believe in them, but I don't believe in the way that they publicize them. Okay. I don't believe that like green eyes, 3 fingers. Like I believe that there's other life on other planets, and like now I'm becoming more open to that there is because man, I've been seeing some stuff all over. This is crazy over the past year with aliens, and I don't know. It's kind of hard to doubt it anymore, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. What you think about UFOs and stuff like that?
Yeah, no, I believe it now. I believe it, man. I do. There's a lot of people. They're even publicizing it for a reason. People say on media or whatever, but yeah, I believe it, man. I really do. I believe there's such thing. Definitely.
Yeah, I've never seen my favorite evidence.
Sorry, Joe.
Go ahead.
I know enough to know I don't know a damn thing because I that's why we do research. I have my speculations, I have my feelings on things, but that's part of the fun is researching and because there is other things out there. There's no doubt about that. But what is it? Why is it here? How is it? How is it?
Yep.
How did it come? And I mean, I think it'd be naive to think there's nothing in the world besides us. What is the world? The universe? I mean, that's why we research and we just try. That's why I do this podcast show because we discuss on so many different topics. Things that I never was been open to, and now I'm more open to by just corresponding with Joe and becoming his friend. And he's a friend, but no, I'm kidding. But by doing the podcast with him, I've learned a lot more than I would have known.
Absolutely. Yep.
Beth wants to know how you feel about mediums.
How do I feel about mediums? I think that they are a
They're between large and small.
Yeah, no, I think mediums are just awesome. I really do. I believe in that 100%. Everything about it. I believe that is a very awesome way to go about investigation. Is with mediums. I really do. Yeah, I don't know. Like that was something that I was same to like skeptical to a few years back, and and like my eyes have really opened up to it. It really has. I've seen a lot of things, not even just television, just a lot of different things, and I believe it 100%. I do.
Yeah, I used to kind of be skeptical of that kind of stuff until maybe the last 2-3 years. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh, especially with the medium part. People coming up to me and telling me some weird stuff. And out of the blue. So that was kind of strange. But over the last just a few weeks alone, I've had a lot of experience with different people, and they've been telling me stuff, and it's been confirmed, and I was like, holy shit, man, this is crazy. Some people I guess are just a little bit more in tune, and or maybe just have a higher gift for that kind of stuff,
and some people are just more exactly open to it.
Right.
You open yourself up to that.
Do you feel like y'all have any type of abilities or maybe any kind of sensitivity to energy or empathic or anything like that?
Lexi definitely does. She was just told that by somebody with that ability. Like she was always kind of doubting it, and he looked her right in the eyes and he said, don't doubt it, just kind of own it. And
you own it, it becomes an amazing tool when you're investigating. Absolutely.
Yeah, like I draw off her pretty well. I'll openly say that. Like when she's feeling something, I feel it. And I'm not going to say I don't believe that. I am, but she definitely has something.
Y'all are connected, and you're feeling off her energy. So that's awesome. That's a good connection to have when you work together. I've heard that by other couples in the field, and that's good. You have a good dynamic.
Absolutely. Yep.
I think anytime you can make a connection like that, especially with your significant other, that makes everything a lot more special.
Yes, it does, 100%.
And then you guys are doing this together, man. That's great,
Yeah, we have nobody helping us.
Yeah. Beth again. Do you carry protection, as in crystals or whatnot?
We have our own personal ways of bringing protection, like spiritual protection with us. And it's, we'll say we have our prayers and stuff to close out the investigation, and we have our ways. We protect ourselves. We really do. We read into how to properly do it. Say, stay here, don't follow me home. And I carry rocks too. I have a rock in my
rocks and glocks.
She put rocks and glocks.
Beth Allen is the parathog of the paranormal community.
She's probably got a boot knife too.
Yeah. Rocks and glocks. That's best. You gotta get to know
what does like y'all's family think about all this? Your family and friends.
They all like it, man. Yeah, they all like it. My parents were the ones that got me. They even have interest in it.
Right.
So they're supportive as can be. Yeah, they're supportive as can be about it. And my kids love it. They want to go with me, and I tell them no. It's like, yeah, you're not coming with me.
How old are they? Maybe you don't mind me answering.
Yeah, I didn't answer that because I didn't know if she wanted me to.
Okay, well, you good. So how many more years would you say left that they have until you're able to take them out, you think?
Until we're able to what?
To take your kids out. How many more years would you give them?
That's tough to say. I haven't really thought of that question. They just recently brought up interest of it, but I don't know. I'll give them, 13, whatever, kind of give them like, I'm not going to take them to some place with a demon or anything. No, but I'll bring them somewhere that's, they can potentially experience it without coming home with a JoJo.
Come on, well, rock and roll, man. Rock and roll. There you go. Take them to the deep end.
My older kids.
Right on, man. All day long.
I got a turning 22, turning 18. They definitely have gone. My mom comes on tons of them. And my 4-year-old, of course, has not been on any investigations, but I can't wait to meet with Robert Regan next month. He's coming in town because my son has some abilities and he mentors children in the field. So I'm excited to do that. But I'm not ever going to take him to a place where he's old and mature enough. So absolutely not.
Yeah, no, see, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're interested in it, and I'm going to let them make that decision if they want to go investigate by themselves when they're older. I wouldn't take them out, like him to a place like that now, though. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, for safety reasons.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, because, like there's more to it than just going into a location. You need to be prepared for it. And, especially when you open yourself up more than others do.
Yeah, and children are very open and susceptible. So.
Yes, they are. Yep.
So just out of curiosity, I know you mentioned, like your spiritual side, but are you guys religious or just spiritual?
She has, she has religion in her background. I'm more of an open book. I believe, but I believe that there's a higher power and a good and bad, and
right.
But yeah, I don't know. That's my answer on it.
Right. Well, that's the same answer I get.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. That's the best I can answer it.
Right. Yeah, that's what I tell people too. I don't get too deep into it. That's about as deep as I get.
Yeah. I feel if there is oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I feel like if you did good, you'll go to a good place. If there is, I don't know. That's kind of my feeling on it. If you're bad, then if that's what it is, you go to a bad place. I mean, why? I don't know. I'm not a guy that goes to church every Sunday. No.
Yeah. I don't know the last time I went to the church.
Awesome.
I have no idea what that UCC stands for. I'm sorry.
I think religion is a great foundation. When I went to metaphysical, I wouldn't have understood it as much if I didn't have a religious background.
Right.
And then, hey, Tiffany. And then when I went into paranormal, I wouldn't have understood it as much if I didn't have the metaphysical background, which came from religion. What I do is I gather from whatever I resonate with.
Okay.
Which is, all good, positive things. I don't think we can
that's how I am
put an umbrella on it because there's so much out there. Like we just don't know, and it's okay to keep your mind open. I do believe in source energy, a creator. I do believe in a God. I just don't believe.
Yeah.
Not that I don't believe, and I don't ever judge anyone for their beliefs. I just have more questions than a panda eating bamboo on an ark. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's about for me too.
It's not that I don't believe in God, because I do. I want to find my own story. I want to read that my own book with my connection with my higher power. So.
Absolutely, that's a perfect way to summarize it.
Yeah, and I think just to kind of piggyback on what Shannon said, I think religion's a good foundation.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. My kids went to Catholic school, and look at them, they're all crazy ass kids now. So.
And I've been looking at a lot of Catholicism lately because there is something to it. There's some things that I have, techniques and things that I have been able, like I said, I pull from whatever resonates with me. And there's some things when, like, we're talking about demonic energy and stuff like that, and low level, high level, and stuff like that. So, like I said, I'm trying to educate myself. And I don't want to limit my education by just sticking to one format.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
I
get exactly what you mean. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys done any kind of studying on whether it's demonology or exorcisms or anything like that in case you run into bad stuff?
No, I'd reach out to somebody. I mean,
right.
She likes more of the, I don't know how to properly say the witch stuff. I was asking that before that. I was like, I don't want to say the wrong term. She likes more of the witch style, you get all the sages and all that. She loves all of that. And
which is okay.
Yeah, she loves it. And me, no, I love it though. I do. I mean, I enjoy everything that she's been showing me of it. I've never looked into demonology. I mean, that's it's kind of a cool topic, I guess, like but
Have you seen that? Have you seen that meme where Chucky's laying in that pentagram circle and the chicks around him, and it says, that would be you, right? Me, let my hot wife, do whatever spells he wants to. Yeah, that would be him. I like that.
Yeah.
Meme. Yeah,
It's awesome.
do whatever you want. Yeah, let's do it. That's funny.
I've been trying and wanting to go on like YouTube and get that going. I'm not like I'm barely getting on TikTok. And I just started that. I thought I would never do that. And then I'm like, have to remind myself to get on Instagram. I would love to do a YouTube channel, but I am not gifted in technology as far as clipping videos together or anything like that. I've been wanting someone to like help me do some stuff like that, but it is not my thing. I wish it was, but it's just not. I'm not that creative as far as technology goes.
Yeah.
No, it's a process. It really is. I mean, it's sometimes a minute takes an hour to edit, or hours, and then the audio gets in the way, and then you have to edit that. Then you have to do fades and crossover. It's a process. It really is.
Yeah, some of these guys who have top-notch podcasts, I mean, they'll spend all week editing.
Oh yeah, man. No, I mean that's their craft, and that's what they do, and it's definitely a process.
So what do you have coming up for yourself as far as paranormal stuff goes? You got any places planned?
We have been editing away at our historic Big Winnie General Store episode that we're going to release in late fall. We've been hyping it up for quite a while, and and we're kind of like building up to, there's going to be a part 2 of this. So this is not just the first part. So that's one thing that we can openly announce is this will be the first of hopefully, 2 and more, because a lot happened. So this isn't just the only one at this location. We're definitely going back there, and Anger Tower we're going to be going to in Duluth. I don't know if we're the first filming crew that's been allowed to go in there to investigate the place overnight. People have investigated there, but the city of Duluth, we work with them, and they actually allowed us access to this place. It is, this place came around in 1939, that 80-foot tower we were telling you about, and that's just an honor that we get to do this. Mm-hmm. That's next up on the map. Then we want to get on the road and hopefully make it down south to Iowa and Nebraska in that area, because there's a lot of really good locations out there.
Your journey is just beginning. I'm kind of excited about it. I like seeing people that are like not beginners, but they're still kind of somewhat in the beginning of their journey, because you can make it what you want. Get out there, explore, like go where you want to go. You will find yourself like you're making so many life changes to go to one location. Like, you're sitting there going, "Is this the fuck?" Everything changes.
We were trying to like plan ahead on where we wanted to go and stuff, and like kind of drop it. And when you're doing this field, you can't really plan that, because like I said, this Big Winnie, the part 2 that we kind of just openly announced, is you don't know what's coming. Like we went there, and this is going to be awesome to drop this fall. I'm busting my buns for it, and I'm hoping to get it out soon. And we're gonna do it the best we can, and we're going back again, and then we're going to Anger Tower. Then we're going hopefully down south in the spring for the part of season 1. So, we're gonna go on the road then, and so it's gonna be a blast.
So what have you learned that you would tell like a newcomer to the field? Hey, don't do this or do this. Or do you have any advice for like a newcomer?
Do I have any advice for a newcomer?
Yeah.
Be what you want to be. Avoid. There's a lot of negativity in the field. I'm new to it. I'm not. I can get poked for it, but there is a lot of negativity. That's why I don't say a lot. And just be you. That's all that I can say. Just be you. Work for what you want to work. Be yourself, and good things will happen. You know what I mean? And there is. It's not about the fame. It's just about the more you do, the more locations you're going to be able to get to. Just be real. That's all it is. That's all I can say about it. And investigate how you want to, make sure what you're using is the right equipment. Make sure you're getting the real deal. Don't go on like we got advice from somebody on Studio 6 Paranormal, Shane there. He said, study into what you're buying. Make sure what you're buying is a real deal, like an SB7 isn't an off-market one, or because you want to make sure you have the right equipment when you're on the road as well, too.
Right.
It's hard to get an SB7 now.
Man, it is. Yeah, they're high price.
I donated one and I sold the other one for $40. I didn't like them.
Yeah, they're. I don't know. They're
the original though is my favorite. The SB7, straight up, like it's my favorite. It's one of the first things I bought, and it's mine. I love it. You do the Estes Method ever?
What's that?
Do you ever do the Estes Method when you blindfold and you put you plug sound deafening headphones in?
I saw that Searchers did that, and I saw that they hyped that, and I was like, I don't know, like that's kind of, I didn't know people do that. I just started going with the SB7, so sure. I mean, if someone's gonna dare me to do it, but that's
you have to come investigate with you guys, and it's fun.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
It's like you're sensory deprivated. You don't know anything but what's going on here, and you can't hear the questions in the room. So when you can get a conversation collaborating, it's like, it's epic. It's a really awesome thing. And when you come out of it, you're like, did we get anything? And they're usually like, eh, or they're like, dude, everything was like on point. And it's fun to listen back to the audio to see what you get, because it's using the SB7, but nobody else can hear it, and you're just saying what you hear. And I want to do them where you have those headphone splits, where you can like have the same SB7 with multiple headphones plugged into the same one, and seeing if everybody gets the same thing that are isolated, if they're given the same answers and stuff like that. So I want to try that and then kind of go further with it, because it's just kind of research for me on, because you focus so hard on what you're hearing when you hear the SB7. If you're really hearing something or whatever. So I wanted like just like a research point to see what other people are getting, if they're went into a state where they can really hear more, or if they're just focusing too much on this, or are they not calling it out because it might be a radio, thought for a second. So
absolutely.
There's a lot you can do.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty intense way of experimenting for sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever do residential stuff?
No, we haven't done residential stuff. There's some crews around here that do in Minnesota. We're more, like I said, we're more for the historic aspect of it, and finding, not even just like abandoned, but buildings that people haven't seen before, going into new locations that nobody has any idea of, all the history that's hidden behind doors of places that you go like, wow. So yeah, that's what we're looking for. I love residential investigations, but as of right now, we aren't doing them now.
I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
urban exploration.
So down here,
that's the other side. Sorry, Jeff, baby, go ahead.
I was gonna say, there's a hotel in Galveston, very, very famous, very old. It's actually in some books that has been haunted. A friend of mine, his friend bought the hotel, right? And they're doing renovations to it. And I'm like, dude, you gotta talk to him.
You know who to contact.
Yeah, he's got money, because he also bought like a hotel here in Houston, also, like a Hilton or something. Yeah. So I was like, man, please talk to this guy. I would love to go to that hotel. I don't want to say the name, but it's a famous hotel here. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So in Galveston. It's here in Galveston, and real famous. It's been in several books, even on a couple of shows, I believe. So yeah, if he does that, I would love to go. And maybe I can get a free pass or something to get in there.
Heck yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And like one of the things I like about the South, man, is that man, I'm not that far from New Orleans. I'm not that far from San Antonio.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, those places, man, they have a lot of history. New Orleans itself is just so rich, And,
I'd love to go to New Orleans.
Yeah. Of course, the San Antonio area, with the Alamo and stuff like that. And, so many historical figures have gone through there, and done battle, And,
Yeah, man, for sure, absolutely. Yeah, it's incredible. It really is.
We have what's called the San Jacinto Monument and the Liberty Apparition scene out there. That's like I believe it was after the Alamo. I don't even know my damn Texas history, but I believe it was after the Alamos when they went and, had that fight and they ended it there. So it was a big battle there too. They actually snuck up on them in the middle of the night on the Mexicans. They say they snuck up on them and attacked them while they were asleep.
Wow.
Yeah, they had
Man.
marched. I think that's what it was. They had marched from Alamo all the way to San Jacinto with no sleep because they were afraid of getting attacked. So they just waited till they finally fell asleep, and they didn't get a chance to get the rifles out really. But up in San Jacinto, it's such a this whole area is just really good for history.
Oh man, I go nuts over that. That's what savages though.
Yeah,
man, what a way to go out.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see y'all's journey. I really am. See where y'all go with things, and because I learned and see other people like that are not just starting, but get into the field, like how many different directions you'll end up going. And so I'm definitely gonna follow you guys because I love seeing new people, making sure they're guided good, and working with good people and having fun.
Yeah, that's
definitely.
what it's all about. It's all about having fun.
Yeah.
It is.
When you guys get ready to release your information and your channel, share it to my page. You're welcome to do that. Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. That's awesome.
Yeah, we gotta put some frenzy requests out there.
Yeah. Have you done any conferences or anything? Any Paracons?
We haven't. No. When we started up, we got everything rolling in mid-April, and we're gonna hopefully we can make it out to the Duluth one next year. I mean, that'd be really cool if they do it again. And I don't know, I'm learning more Paracons around. There's some in Iowa that we've heard of that we'd love to go to. So yeah, I mean, that's definitely on our radar. I'd love to do that. Get some merch out and everything, some t-shirts made, all that. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, just do some networking, really.
I was gonna say exactly. It's a way to network and and see who you kind of really get a vibe off in person instead of on social media. And
absolutely,
you connect with people. You just start getting this friend base, the family. They end up being your family, and you'll know who you can trust and who you can't. That'll like steer you in good directions as far as locations, and stuff like that. And they'll look out for you. And so
that's awesome.
y'all need any locations or anything y'all ever want to talk, man. Message me, whatever. I'm available.
That's awesome. I appreciate that a ton.
Absolutely.
It's funny. Some of the best people I've met, some of my best friends are part of this crazy genre.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like Lupe and Big Dog and Shane, Shannon. I would have never met these people if it hadn't been for Bigfoot, UFO, paranormal stuff. I would never met them.
They're totally. It's just a totally different world, man. It really is.
And Lupe, man, I can't even say enough about that guy. He's one of my best friends. He's like a brother. Same thing for Shane, man. Shane's like my brother. I would have never met him if it wasn't for Bigfoot. That very creature.
You ever seen one?
And just by doing the podcast, I met people that I would have never met if I wasn't doing this show, So it's awesome. I wish I could catch every show because of my work schedule. I can't all the time, but I love coming on here because we get to meet new people, and next thing you know, like Beth Allen. I met Beth Allen by doing a podcast with Joe, and now that's my sister. Like, she's my enforcer. Roxy Bluff. That's my girl, and we
awesome.
we FaceTime like 3 or 4 times a day sometimes. It's just we're family.
That's
awesome. It's the way it is, and so I'm excited for what you guys are going to be coming up for you because you're going to see what I'm talking about. How much you.
Yeah. The episode we're releasing will be probably about an hour long. I'm assuming the first one we're dropping will be a good hour. I mean, there's a lot that happens, so good hour for sure.
That's good. I would say, man, find the right people, and the right people will find you too.
Absolutely. No, I 100% agree with that. That's awesome.
I think for the
Appreciate
most part,
that.
that's all
You got me,
field is good people.
you got me excited, waiting to see your stuff, man. When's it coming out?
We keep saying late fall. I'm aiming for as early as possible, but we're gonna do it right. I'm not gonna push it.
There you go. Exactly.
I'm not gonna push it just to push it. I'm gonna make sure that we have everything right when it's done. And yeah, I mean, we're past that midpoint where I'm getting comfortable. It will be this fall. It's just a matter of when. So
Yeah, that'd be good. That's what Ben says here. I'm thinking about connecting with Shannon and our family for sure. Yeah, we like you too, Beth. We're gonna keep you.
Sorry, my son just came in and sent my laptop flying across the room.
I thought someone had a question up there. I needed to ask. So, what do you think about Bigfoot?
what do I think about Bigfoot? Oh
Yeah.
man, I'm all for it. Let's go.
Yeah.
He has to be
Yeah.
real, right? That's what I say to everybody. You see stuff
You
out
were
in the
saying-
woods, man. There's stuff out there that like these little structures that are made, and my light died. But there's little structures out there that are just awesome in the woods, man. So makes you wonder, and she's pointed out a lot to me. Thank you. She pointed out a lot to me. So Lexi did. She's more into the Squatch and stuff.
What do you think about that old footage from 1967? Where he's walking across the creek?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the Patterson Gimlin film.
Well, the question is, I'm going to ask you, how do you feel about it?
I think it's the real deal. I think
I do
there's been
too.
more
I do too.
proven
Okay, so like
for it.
Yeah, no, I do too. 100%. A lot doubt it though.
Yeah. One of the things is that people say that it's in a suit. You can put a man in a suit for sure, but you can't adjust from like his elbows to his shoulders, from his shoulders to his wrists.
Yep.
His hips to his knees. Those are all different. I forget what they call it. It doesn't line up with a man. And plus that suit.
Yeah,
if they made that suit,
absolutely.
that was the best suit ever made. But yeah, I think it's the real deal. I know it's the real deal. And I had lucky enough to talk to one of the guys that was filmed it, which is Bob Gimlin. So, that's pretty cool. That was like my bucket list.
I definitely would love to go more into the Bigfoot territory. I mean, we've been so focused on like what we've been doing right now, but come spring, I'd love to venture more into it for sure.
Yeah.
I like hiking and doing all that kind of stuff. So I'll find something for you, man.
Yeah.
I will.
And the creek,
Something. I'll
and
send
the creek,
you a print.
all of it.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I'll find you a souvenir. I promise you.
Yeah. Just bring me a body.
All right, man. I'm gonna say you have a good night.
I'm talking about Bigfoot, not like a person. Yeah. So what else you got, Shannon?
I'm sorry, I'm having audio problems. Like I said, I'm just excited. I love seeing like new faces in the field and getting to know them and watching their journey and everything. And I got my son right here crying. So
I'm telling you, Children Protective Service couldn't get you.
I moved my computer upstairs because of that. So my kids are all downstairs. So
I live in a 27-foot camper by choice. Dude, I'm so sad. That's what he's doing. Don't call
I'm so
CPS.
sad.
He's very loved.
Yeah, he comes on the show all the time talking about how sad he is.
Yeah, it's when they're, I'm so sad, I'm not happy. And I'm like going, oh my God.
You see a little sign in the background that says "Help me."
Folded up napkin. Don't be super sad. Mommy loves you, okay? Just give me a few minutes. Well, cool. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm gonna follow you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell people where they can find you.
What's that?
Tell people where they can find you.
We're at Facebook at facebook.com/Chasing Paranormal MN, and the same as Instagram.com/Chasing Paranormal MN. We have our YouTube that we're coming out with, and that's where we'll be releasing the episode plus through Facebook. And we are, I mean, we're just going to push it, man. We're going hard. We really are. We're putting our all into it without overdoing it. And I don't know, hopefully the best to come, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. When I go out bigfooting, I do everything. I give it my all. I try to look for evidence. I try to good evidence at that. Not every time I hear a twig snap, well, that's a Bigfoot. So
Man.
I don't take pictures and draw red circles and say there's a face here or whatever. I try to put out good evidence. Good quality evidence. And
just try to find the truth, man.
Yeah. And I think that's all we can ask of each other, just to hold ourselves accountable for what we put out there.
Yeah, be honest with what,
Absolutely.
Joe, your screen looks funny from your angle.
What?
your green screen. I mean, it looks great, but the bottom corner is like dancing. So I'm kind of by looking at my laptop. No, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I need to do a green screen because I can't always put up, my 4x6 banner behind me.
I think it's an air conditioned blowing it.
No, it's kind of cool. Though. I'm like, it's paranormal.
It's paranormal. That's what it is. We caught it on my podcast.
Dude, that's paranormal. Absolutely.
That's paranormal right there. That's paranormal right there.
Yeah.
What's that?
Are you on TikTok?
No, I'm not. I'm not a TikToker. I've never done it.
Not either. It's a new venture for me, especially with my background, but I was just trying to find a new way to maybe go live and do it differently during investigations and do Q&As and stuff like that and just have fun. So I'm not on there too much, but I do have a little bit of fun with what I'm doing.
Every time I open it, I see you.
What?
Every time I get on my TikTok, I see you.
Quit creeping then.
You're on my For You page.
Maybe you need more friends.
Maybe I do.
Like mine, I'm a patriot. I'm in the paranormal, and I'm a mom. So I have an eclectic mix of all that. I haven't been on it that long. I only got 1,800 something friends, in a month and a half. But it was my place to kind of express myself and have fun. That's why I was just curious. I was going to follow you guys if you were.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know what the future holds, but as of right now, it's just paranormal's not TikToking yet. I mean, we'll get there someday.
I swore I never would. I was like, I'm not gonna do TikTok, and here I am. But it's fun. It's not your avenues. If you guys, I mean, sincerely, if you ever guys have any questions, I want to reach out or just say hey, or if I'm up in the area, or if you're down here, you can hang out and have some fun.
Hey,
and
buddy.
like I said, I like
Absolutely.
urban exploring. Like the cool thing about it is if you get to a location, and I've never been to a location except for one. I only had that wasn't really active, or at least somewhat. I mean, there's only one place that only had one thing happen, and that usually brings spirits in. But the urban. I'm not disappointed if I'm in an epic location. I'm just grateful to be there. And I feel the history of a location. And then
excellent. That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I find more joy doing investigating sometimes just because of the history aspect.
Yeah.
Just the history alone, you feel walk through, I wonder what it used to be, and I can get that vision looking at it. And I don't know, the paranormal is new to me. I mean, of course, I'm a fan like everybody else, but investigating, I've done it small scale with Lexi, but we're really venturing into it big for the first time. So, but we've read on it. We've made sure that we are going into it properly, closed out properly, have the right stuff. And we've taken advice from some of the best people. I'm not going to say experts because I agree. There aren't experts. I read that earlier. I said the word experts. So the way I'm going to say it is there are better people that are better suited at some things than others. There you go.
There you go.
Yes. So I'm going to answer that for Beth that said that earlier. I didn't mean to say the word experts. I meant to say some are more suited for things that I would venture into. There you go. Yes,
Right.
because I agree with that statement. I felt like a hypocrite there. So
Yeah,
Nah, you're good. You're good.
I was deaf.
Shannon's the biggest hypocrite you'll ever meet, so it's
Why are
okay.
you like totally like seriously, Joe?
I had to bust your balls a couple times.
Yeah, like
It's so fun. I didn't say anything about you falling down, so give me a break. If you ever want to go somewhere and fall down, I know somebody who will go with you and fall down with you. I'm just going to say that.
okay, so I have no grace. I happen to fall and trip on my own feet a lot. I just cut the crap out of my top of my pinky toe. I had to leave work. They sent me home. Like if there's like danger, I'm gonna find it. It's just the way it is. And Joe likes to pick on me because
Are
we
you
were
left-handed, Shannon?
FaceTiming. Am I okay?
Are you left-handed?
No,
Okay.
it's reversed. Sorry.
Okay. Well, you know what they say about left-handed people? They're more accident-prone. Well, they
No,
live in a right-handed world, so I just thought you were. No, I was serious. They said left-handed people are more accident-prone because they live in a right-handed world. So I
I am
figured you were left-handed.
ambidextrous in a lot of things, though. I can do a lot of things with both hands, like eat. I can't write, but I can do most other things
Like
with
eat really. Oh, I can't do this with my left hand.
that's a pretty straightforward.
Uh, like
and
eat.
it never
Really,
fails.
like eat. That's a good one. I could put a quarter in the vending machine with my left hand. Oh, Shannon.
That's
You know I
awesome.
love you, Shannon.
Whatever.
Oh, okay, never mind. I won't say nothing else. I'll shut
Yeah,
up.
you good.
We're good.
We got to know your role and shut your hole. No, I'm kidding. I love Joe to death. We joke around. He's like a big brother or a little brother with you. I haven't figured that part
We were,
out
we were
yet.
we were joking around on our text this morning. Not this morning, but earlier today. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Let me
funny.
pull it up. 'Cause I guess I didn't care. Hold
That's
on.
awesome.
Hey, you know what? I thought about something. I want to ask you something before we go. What do you think about past life regressions?
Clarify that for me.
Do you believe in that? Have you ever seen it perform?
And what
Whether
do you mean by
like
past life
Mhm.
regressions? What do you mean by
Yeah.
that? Do like
You
you've
want
ever
me
seen the one that could, like get put under like almost like a hypnotism kind of stuff, and
you
then
want me to
they
explain
can
it,
go.
Joe? I can explain it.
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I
Come
took
on.
a
The
course
expert.
on that. I had a session. So it's like
I have a good
basically,
idea. I just want you to break it down for me.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
break
get
it down.
almost in a meditative state and you have a practitioner that's helping guide you through it. Excuse me. And basically, they're going to bring you back and forth, revisiting either past life or past traumas on a timeline, like you're flying above it. And you're going to go back and forth until the emotion releases. You go back in, see how you feel. You come back out, you go back over it. You're looking down on your
Ah,
experiences. And then you keep doing it until the emotion has disconnected fear or sadness or anything like that. It's really great therapy. It's a really, I mean, even if people aren't in the metaphysical, it's something a lot of people could really benefit from because
I'm
you're
smiling.
making yourself deal with that trauma or those
Yeah.
issues because of the way our brain fires and stuff like that. You're going back and forth, and it's a beautiful experience. I'd like to start doing it instead of taking classes on it, but it's not my thing. But I do recommend it with a good practitioner, though. That's
Yeah,
your
man. I've never
practitioner.
heard. We're not alone, brother. I've never heard of that either. Yeah, like the way you explained it, I never heard of that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool way to deal with things that like trauma as a child. You know, when you think about it, you get scared or get sad. What you do is you back up a little bit and you go back in and like, how do you feel about it now? When you look at it and feeling the emotions, it's a little better. You know, and then you go back and you just keep going back and forth, and it over the whole timeline of everything. And it's really, if you, like I said, if you have a good practitioner, it's a really eye-opening experience. They said that my chest was up here, my arms was like back like that, but I was releasing so much, you know, and it helped me. It absolutely helped me. It
Wow.
helps me to let go, quit being so like blaming everything in the world and quit being angry. You
Well,
know,
what I
it
was
just
talking
releases
about
the emotion. Yeah,
was about the fact that people have lived before
yeah,
another whole life. You know,
Oh yeah, man.
uh, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And so through like the almost hypnosis or that meditative state, you can go back to your other life and you can
and
kind
heal
of
it,
yeah,
and heal those
Yeah.
emotions as well. Like I
yeah.
said, you can go your life now and then past lives, and it's just really insane how somehow it's really beneficial.
Hey,
So what do you think about that?
They did it in Outlander, right? So it's real.
Right. Yeah. There you
Yes.
go. Yeah.
Yes,
Well, but,
it's
what do you
real.
think
I'm
about
buying
that?
into this.
Oh, goodness gracious, because I'm proud of
I'm buying into it. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said,
Well, anyway, because
I
I've been
believe.
thinking about doing it. That's what me and Shannon were talking about earlier about doing
I can
that.
help you get a good practitioner, Joe.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. What is somebody here says?
And then thank you for being vulnerable and sharing that experience. Thank you. I appreciate that. I wish I knew who you were. You have to give
Hey, William Lester out there.
our permission, but I appreciate that. Yeah, I was really nervous about the whole thing, Aaron, because it was very. I mean, I cried the whole time. Thank goodness though, because I was so worried because I cried the whole time, but they didn't show a lot most of the time. So I appreciated that part that they were kind of easy on me because I looked like a crybaby with the emotions that were going on and everything. But if anybody wants to watch it, it's Eli Roth, like the King of Horror, the new King of Horror, whatever he did, all the hospitals and all that. Well, he presents it, and it's on Discovery Plus. It's called The Ghost in My Life, and the series premiere is my hour-long story about my life. There's some things that are a little off, but I mean, we can discuss it. If anybody has any questions, message me. I welcome anyone to message me. I've already been getting them, so. But yeah, it's a story that I went from metaphysical and the paranormal. And right when I did that switch, I moved into this house. And it drove me more into the field because I was trying to fix what was wrong. And I went to war, and I decided at one point I couldn't win, and I had to leave. And my children are affected. So, and if you don't have Discovery Plus, it's $4.99 a month or $6.99 without commercials. But you can get a 7-day free trial. If you want to watch it, watch it. You can laugh at me cry like a baby. It's okay.
All right. Well, on that note, Brady, do you have anything you want to say to the people before we end the show?
Yeah, I mean, I made a post this morning or last night, and thanks to everybody that's been following us, and we've been just going hard for Historic Big Winnie General Store. I mean, there's going to be a second part. We will say that there's going to be a follow up, but yeah, what we're going to release is awesome. We're going back in time with it. We're going to go and see prisoner of war camps former German prisoner of war camps, and at the place, you're also going to see a 5th generation owner story. It's beautiful. It's going to be an awesome release. So that's coming late fall. More information coming soon on that. So
cool, man. All right, Shannon, you got anything, Shannon?
It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, lovely wife.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet her. But yeah, I think you guys are good people, man. I think you guys are going to do well, and thanks for coming on. I really do appreciate that. And like I said, share anything you want to share, man. Share anything you want to share on my page. You're welcome to do it.
Okay. I appreciate that. Man. Thanks a lot, guys. This was a blast.
Yeah, thanks everybody in the chat room. You guys did a good job as always.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And with that, we shall say good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.